Hello, my friends. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, maybe even good morning. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together live almost every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. I say almost because we missed last week. Excuse me. Those of you that tuned into my No Makeup Monday found out that we had some exciting news around our family. And I have a new granddaughter. And thankfully, with all your prayers and everything, the baby and mommy are now home. So we're very excited about that. We had the boys for 8 nights, which was very exciting. And Ken and I are ready for a nap. Anyway, I'm excited to be here. I hope you're as excited as I am. And we have a lot of fun stuff that we're going to do tonight. Let me do a couple shout outs really quick before we jump in. So good morning. I almost said good morning. Hi, Susan. Hello. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Janet. Hi, Debbie. Hello. Hi, Ruth. Ruth Debbie. Hello, Ruth Debbie. 9 days in the hospital. Finally home. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. Hi, Debbie Ray. She said she received her club kit today. Yay. I hope you really do like the new box. I'm so excited about it. I really am. Arlette said her card kit might arrive this Saturday. Yay. Let's see. Hi, Jeannie. Hello. Hi, Stephanie in Iowa. Hi, Elizabeth. And hi, Janine. Hello. Well, it has been an exciting week around here, speaking of hospitals. So I'm very glad to hear Ruth Debbie's out of the hospital, and we are done with hospitals, hopefully, for a long time. Now, we are going to use tonight, because I'm going to kind of just jump in, we are going to use quite a few items tonight, and a lot of them you've probably already have, so that's really exciting. Now, one of them is going to be, let me move that. One of them is going to be this one, because I know we got a lot of questions about this one. This is the Cupcake Delight little tongue-tied tonight. Fold It Club. Fold It Club, not true. Fold It. It's a Fold It, and it's the Cupcake Stand. Woo! It's been a doozy. And there was a lot of questions about this one, like, does the big cupcake fit in it? And so we're going to do that tonight. I wanted to show you a couple samples because our design team took it like to the next level. They didn't even bother putting a cupcake in it because they figured, everybody would be doing that. So they wanted to show you other ideas for it. So for example, here's a cute one, making your apples carameled apples, which is really cute. Here's one using a chocolate bunny, if you wanted to, the garden bunny. Here's a cute one that just says sending you sweet thoughts, because this actually comes in the die set itself. So, woo, I know a lot. Now, we're going to do that, but we're going to take it to the next level because I'm also going to add it to the 5x7 scalloped nested die set, right? So this die set is really cool, and it comes with quite a few. I don't think I even have all of them here. I think I'm missing one. But the nice thing about this is it's 5x7. The biggest is 5x7. So it's perfect for those of you that have the smaller machines, the 6-inch machines. Now you can make 5x7 cards. So I'm going to kind of tonight pretend I don't have a 5x7. I'm going to pretend I don't have a larger machine, and I'm going to show you how anyone with a 6-inch machine could do this. And it's a 5x7 card in the end. Forgive the missteps on words tonight. Literally working with a lot less sleep than normal, but I will get through this. I know I will. Now, we're also going to use your special paper pad from this month's card kit. So those of you that are getting your card kits, yay. Those of you that already have it, double yay, right? And look how cute that is. It has a lot of fun cutout sheets in it. And let me show you, hang on. It's all about the cupcakes this month. Look at that one. That one's awesome. And then did I already skip the other one? There's the other one. So we're going to be using some of these as well. Quilty wants me to remind you to please like and share this video. We'd really appreciate it. Also, if you would click the subscribe and the bell button down here if you're watching on YouTube, we'd appreciate that as well. Seriously, it's like Stephanie's going to go to sleep right after this is over. Now, here's some fun things about the 5x7 card. So here's an example of the 5x7 card. The nested nested die set that also can be a card, right? So here it is. This is an example. This is just on a 5x7 card itself, right? But you can see that it fits perfectly on there. This is a slimline Fold It, and this is an A2 Fold It. So that's just going to kind of give you an idea of what can fit on here. Here's one without a fold-it on it. Just, you got this. Isn't that awesome? So we are going to use the biggest die in the set to make a 5x7 card, but put a fold-it on top. So we're going to jump in right away. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you my paper, my color choices. Now, I'll be honest with you. One of the things that's the hardest part for me is always deciding my color palette. So I learned very early on when we started doing paper pads to grab a paper pad I wanted to use and look at the colors that we have listed. This was actually, we didn't do this in the very beginning when we did paper pads, and somebody had requested this, and we do it now all the time. But we have on there all of the colors that are inside this pad. So I literally can go look at this and say, okay, these are the colors I want from this pad. Now I know all these go together, especially if I use one of these papers. So now I have my color palette. I don't even have to think. I don't have to be concerned. I don't have to wonder, oh, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Literally, I'm honest with you. The hardest part for me in the past, not now, but in the past was always color palette. What do I want my color themes to be? And so now I just grab a paper pad that speaks to me for that card, and boom, now I can do it. And that really makes life a lot easier, especially, I mean, for me. So I hope it does for you too. We are going to, let's do our card base just in white, because we are just going to lay this down and we're going to fold this in. I'm not lay it down. We're going to fold it in half. Oh, look at that, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our largest die in the set. This is a 5x7 scallop, and we're going to lay this. And when we lay this, we are going to have that, this is my fold line right up here at the top. We are going to have our die go on the outside. Normally, if we were going to die cut this, would go like this, right? But that is our fold line. We're going to go right above that, and we are going to ideally tape that down. So I have some masket tape. I'm just going to tack that down so I don't have to worry about it moving, and I'm going to run that through my machine. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to take it over to my die cut machine, and I'm going to find a cutting pad, and I'm going to run this through. So again, you could do this on a 6-inch machine, which is really handy, right? Those of you that do not have bigger machines, you are not going to be limited to make only 8x2 cards. 8x2 cards. Dang, we're losing the brain today. So here we go. We're popping this out. Now, I have a 5x7 card base, more or less, right? The problem is remember I have that straight edge there. So we're going to fix that. And how are we going to fix that, Stephanie? Well, let me share that with you. Oh, my trash can has moved, by the way. It's no longer over there. It's now in the front, which is kind of fun because then I can just drop it and you no longer see it. It's kind of fun. So now we're going to pick a color. And because I have my color palette, I'm going to go into my little treasure box of colors over here. And I do see this. Let's see if that's good. Oh, that might fit. Look at this. Look at this, double check. So I'm going to use scrap. You know, it's always best to use scrap whenever you possibly can. So I have guava, and I just die cut that. I just added that on there. I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to run this through. Quick and easy. So we're going to run that through. Ken is here, but he's being extremely quiet. Is there a reason for that?
I'm just trying to get everything right.
Oh, okay. He's still working on stuff. So there we go. Boom. Simple, easy, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and lay this down. So I'm going to get some adhesive, and we're going to add that to the white, actually. So we're just going to lay that down. There we go. And we're going to lay this right on top, right there. Now, you will see, let me stretch that a little. You will see I have a perfect all the way around scallop. Right? All the way around scallop. So now, yes, I did have to assemble the unit behind me. Yeah, it's actually over 15 years old. It was on our very first videos in the 14 and a half years ago. So let's see. Elizabeth says, I don't know what's happening either. I don't think I got the original question. So how is Kirsten doing? She is doing well. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. She's doing great. So there we go. Here's our card base. We have the scallops all the way around. And then what we're going to do is put that away so we don't lose it, right? Because that is my biggest issue, is always losing the dies. put that in our workstation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just put this off to the side right now. And we are going to get out our Cupcake Delight or Cupcake, my goodness gracious, cake plate. And we have two pieces. Now, normally this would be the folded, right? So here's an example. This would be the folded, and it would be a shaped card that could open on the side or the top, right? But I'm going to do this a little differently because I am going to add it to my 5x7 card base. Look at how perfectly it fits on there. It's amazing to me, and it's so awesome that A2 card bases right here fit wonderfully on 5x7 card bases also, right? So it's like double duty. So now we are going to get this, and I honestly think the very back, I'm probably going to do white because I want to make sure whatever I put in my cupcake stand really stands out. So let's get some white. And again, we're always going to try to jump into our scraps because you know me, I don't ever want to use a big piece if I don't have to. And look at that. Whoa. I always feel like successful when I find a scrap that'll work. So we're going to lay that down. Normally I'd lay this on the fold, but right now I'm just going to cut it out normal, right? So I'm going to bring it to my machine and I am going to run this through. There we go. And run it through. So now I have the shadow to my cake plate. And I love that the cake plate, you literally could add anything to it, right? I mean, imagine all the possibilities on what you could add to it. So now on this one, it has a very, very thin line. Let me show you a sample. That one doesn't show it. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the green one. You can see a very thin line of the cake plate itself. So because technically like it's supposed to look like it's clear, you know, because it would be like glass. So I'm gonna look over my color options. Now keep in mind, I am putting this on guava, right? I'm putting this on guava. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, well, I'm gonna go, well, let's see what cupcake we're gonna use first. Elizabeth, I did do some intro and chat with shout outs. I did a few, but we didn't do as many shout outs as we normally do, but I still did quite a few. So let's see, here we go. I'm probably going to use this one, and just because I love the frosting on these the best. Katie, of course, loves this set because, you know, she's the baker in the family. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to use any, meeny, miny, mo, that one. So let's introduce blue. So this is going to introduce the ocean. And I have a feeling I don't, oh, maybe I do. Hang on. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Nope, I don't. So we're going to get some adhesive. Let's grab the large one. And we are going to add adhesive to half of this page. Right there. Oh. And this is all the sticky, right? We don't want to touch where the sticky is, and we're going to lay this down right there. Then we're going to trim the half off. My neighbor just walked by and had to wave to him. So then we are going to trim this off. We used to have a blackout curtain there, but we use it for the boys upstairs. So now this is all a sticker, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sheet here. I'm going to lay that down and I'm going to die cut this. So I'm going to bring it over to my die cut machine. And we're going to lay this down right there. And we're going to run this through. And we're just going to run it through. There we go. So now we have our cute little cake plate. Now, be a little gentle because see how thin that is? Look how thin that is, you guys. It is extremely thin. We have that piece there, and then we're going to have this piece here. So there's a couple extra pieces on this. So this is just separate. This is extra. This is what you're going to put in your scrap bucket of your blue. Hang on, let me find it. My blue adhesive scraps. So I have my adhesive scraps here, my regular cardstock scraps there, right? Because the ones that have adhesive on the back are extra, extra special. So now I have these two pieces. Let's go here. We have these two pieces, and then let's look at the other pieces that we have in the set, because I added in some random things, and it was funny because some of the team was like going, oh, what, Stephanie? And I go, I know, I realize you don't live in my brain. I'm sorry. So what else we have in here are these two weird dies. And I hope you guys have these two weird dies. And so what we have is we have some layering dots right here that we can decorate this little extra piece. So it's like a little scallopy edge, or you could do a layering die if you want to. And then not quite sure why I decided to do the cute little dots, but how cute would it be to put 3 little dots on there, or just another layering piece. So I want to do just this cute little scallopy one because it just looks kind of cute. So I'm going to grab some pink with adhesive on the back already, because why waste, right? And let's see what color we're going to grab. I'm hoping I can find some candy. You'd think I'd be able to find candy in this menagerie of stuff. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. If they do not get answered the first time, please feel free to post it again. If you post the word question ahead of it, that helps. Faylene is on the chat, and Ken is also trying to watch the chat and all the other things he has to do. I have a problem that I am unable to watch the chat 100% while I'm making cards. I can do a lot of things, but that's not one of them yet. So let's grab some candy over here. Let's try this. That's bubblegum. Oh, come on. Let's see. Oh, what's this? There we go. Okay, so here's some scraps, right? We're just going to use these scraps. We're going to grab some adhesive for the back. Oh, maybe. There we go. Here's some adhesive. We're going to peel this off, which is crazy that I have to make an adhesive scrap of candy, right? And again, we're always going to trim. So we're just going to trim it off right there. And then, and I'm going to double check myself and trim right there just to make sure I don't mess it up. So now, again, put that back so we don't lose it. So now I have this, and I am going to use, it's so crazy that I even did it just for that one little thing. So let's look at this really quick and say, okay, what else can I use this for when I run it through? Probably on the inside, I am going to want some words. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through. I might not use it, but if I don't, I can just put it back in my envelope, right? So if I don't use it, I can just put it back in my envelope. Let's grab this, and then I think I'll leave that blue. So I think we're good. So let's lay this all down, and we're just going to run this quick and easy through, just like that. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. There we go. Tight squeezes over here. And now we have 2 options. So we have this cute little scallopy one and a layering one, which I don't know if we'll use, but at least we have it. And all those fun words, right? So now what we're going to do is we are going to put some stuff together. So let's grab this. This is our base. And let's add this first. So that's going to be cute. So it's just going to add a little extra decoration. I was concerned that we wouldn't have enough little decorations for this. Also, this is perfect for like epoxy dots or rhinestones, right? So there we go. A little crooked, I feel like, but let's see if we can fix that. Let's do this. There we go. And then that is going to go right on top. So I told Liam today, I said, guess what? Sister's coming home from the hospital, and you get to go home and spend the night you get to sleep at your house. And he looked at me and he said, no, thanks. I said, no, kid, you're going. Bless your little heart, kid. It's been 8 nights. You're going. Nana needs to sleep. We were co-sleeping, and meaning they were sleeping in my room on the floor. And let me just tell you, anyone that can really co-sleep in real life is amazing, because I am not a good sleeper when I have other people in the room. Okay, so there we go. Look at this. So we have this, and we're going to add this right on top. Look how that layers on the cute little ruffles at the bottom. Took me forever to get that perfectly, exactly how I wanted it. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off. Now we're going to go a little slower on this, because look how fine that little edge is. We want to make sure that we don't distort it, right? Because look how easy it is to manipulate. We don't want to destroy that. So we're going to literally lay down the scallop first. Make sure that's nice and lined up. You have this little kind of spot right here, so you're able to line it up really, really well. You're going to lay that down right there. get the border down first. Then you can, I would literally put this down next and get it as centered as possible. There you go. Then you can press here. Now, what do I always say about thin pieces like this? You want to burnish it down. I don't care how you do it. You could use the edge of a block. You could use a bone folder. Whatever you do, make sure you do it so that blue cardstock can touch the white. Right? You want to make sure that blue cardstock touches the white. So there we go. Now we have the beginnings of our cupcake stand. We're going to grab now this fun one. And I think one of the biggest questions we had was, do the cupcakes fit in here? Yes, they do. So let's look at our regular stamps. And I can show you officially, yes, they do fit perfectly. Look at that. Perfect. And I really was going to go ahead and just cut one of these, but I'm really feeling like creative and I just want to like play. So I'm going to go rogue, and I am going to rogue against myself, not anybody else. I am going to actually stamp this and do it for real. So we are going to get out is that the right one? Yes. So this is the Crafter's Companion Spectrum Noir cardstock. We're going to go ahead and we're going to color tonight. Wow. Stephanie hasn't colored in a long time, I feel like. And we are going to I wonder if I have my rotating design. Oh, yes, I do. You guys, I am loving this new system. Everything is right here. I am loving it. So first, let's stamp it. Let's grab this. Let's grab an ink pad. Look at this, you guys. I have everything right here. It's freaking me out a little. I'm loving it. And one thing I don't have back there is a block, but here's one right here. And we're going to use the larger one. Oh, actually, I want to do the cherry one, I think, now. So we're going to get the cherry one. Ken, if you see any questions, let me know. Okay, baby?
Okay, I haven't seen anything.
Okay. So there we go. Now, this is a brand new stamp set. I just grabbed this off the shelf. This is not the one I tested originally. So I'm going to ink this up, and probably the first one's not going to be perfect, but we will see. Usually I always say stamp on scratch, but we'll see what happens. One, and I always do, oh, perfect. Look at that. So I always like to do 2 or 3 when I'm going to color, because what if you mess up? You don't want to have to get your stamp out again. You don't want to have to get the ink pad out again. You don't want to have to start from scratch. There we go. Now, I always do recommend using their cardstock with their ink pads, with their pens, because it's all chemically designed to go together. And you will get the best results if you stay true to the brand, right? And so I have that right there, boom. And then we're going to get out some markers. We're going to get out some markers, which I'm throwing off myself a little bit, but I like it. So we're going to grab this one. I'll tell you the colors in just a second. We need an ocean color, which is probably True Blue Blend. And let's get a yellow, so probably Sunshine. Eventually, someday, I will figure out what colors these all coordinate with the best for our cardstock. But for now, and then, let's see, let's try a guava look. A guava, maybe this one. We'll see, maybe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now take this and put this on our rotating design board. When you color, you always wanna make sure you have an extra sheet below you, because the ink will run through, and that's okay, you want it to, because that means you're gonna have enough ink to blend. Denise says, loving your space. I'm thinking about changing my crafting space because of you. Ah, Denise, I love that. Let me just tell you, I love, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very helpful just having it all right here, so I can just grab and go. Let's see. Hi, Charlotte in Iowa. Hello. Oh, Chris said, Ken, can you remind Stephanie that she wanted to demo the freebie from the Die Hard Club? Yes, that is absolutely positively true, Chris, and I would if I had it. So, Ken, you'll need to send me an email to find one of those so I can do a demo on it next week.
What was that for?
The freebie that they got in the Die Hard.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is I have some markers, and the first one we're going to do is, let's see, what color? And you know what? I can even cheat a little and use this as inspiration for color. So I am probably going to do that blue one. So let's grab the blue. And you're always going to start with the lowest number. we're gonna grab this and we are, ooh, I like this one better. We're gonna grab this and we are going to color the bottom. So I'm gonna use the lightest color. This is True Blue Blend. This one is very, very light, you can see. And we are going to cover this all. Now with the first color, this is the lightest. Those of you that don't like to color, let me just tell you, I promise you, I was in the same boat for so many years. Like you guys, I'm sure you've heard my color story, my coloring story 1,000 times. But I took all these fancy classes that certified me in a different company's brand and all these blah, blah, blah. I never understood it. I never knew. You had to buy like 6 markers to be able to color one thing. Didn't like it. So Crafter's Companion told me, hey, try these. And I said, no. And they said, no, we're going to send them to you for free because we want you to try them. And I said, no. Finally, I said, okay, fine. And let me just tell you, I love them. So now I'm going in with my dark. And I'm just going to go along these lines, okay? So check this out. You can shadow any way you want. I probably do it a way that official real colorists would cringe. I just color it the way I want. I don't worry about shadows. I just color it what I think I would like, and I don't worry about anything else. And let me just tell you, it makes me happy. I don't worry about, oh, the shadow is over here, or the shadow is over there. I just have fun. So now I'm going over the medium with the medium color. And let me just tell you, in the end, it always looks so amazing. I can't believe I personally colored them. And it just makes me happy. It's very relaxing. Those of you that are familiar with any type of coloring know it's very relaxing. And this the tri-blends are just awesome because it's 3 colors in one pen. So you don't have to guess, does this color go with this color? I don't know. Does it go with this? Does this shade go with this shade? It's all done for you. So Spectrum Noir did a really, really good job with their pens, I feel like, because let me tell you, I love them. So now you will notice that you cannot see where the dark was and where the light was. It's all just easily blended, right? You can just see it's blended. It's not one color, it's more than one color. Now I'm going to go back, so that was the medium. Now I'm going to go back and do the light and go over any lines that I might see. So if I see where it kind of like looks like it went from one color to another, I'm just going to color over that. And it is going to blend those colors. And it is just going to make it look just a little shadowed. It'll be subtle, which is really nice. And it's just going to look so good. Let's add a little bit more color on the inside there. So I'm just adding more. You can layer on these colors, which is really nice. So if you're like, oh, I want to add more, totally do it, right? There we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So it's like totally, oh my goodness. It's more than just one, right? It's multiple colors. So there we have that. Now we're going to need brown because hello, we have to have chocolate. Let's grab this one. This might be too light, but let's try it. This is Muted Brown Blend. We're just going to do the cake part. And let's add this. And we're just going to add, oh, I love the smell of these too. That's crazy. We're just going to add this. Now for the shadow on this one, because it doesn't have extra lines like the cupcake one did, I'm just going to go at the bottom of the frosting. So I'm just going to go like this. Because I just want to get some shading on there. I'm not concerned about where the light is coming from. I just want it to look cool, right? Have fun with it. Don't stress. And I think that just changes everything. So we're going to add right over that. I'm going right over that. So I don't see that harsh line. And then I'm going to go over again with my lighter color. And I'm going to go over all of it to blend all of that. So it's just a nice gradient. There we go. Look at that. That looks good. I like that. Now, let's jump in and do the frosting, which, hello, that's where it's all at, right? So this one I'm a little concerned it might be too dark. Let's try this one. So I'm going to start with the pink, the light pink. Let me check. Yeah, let's do this one. So we're going to start with the light pink. We're going to color these in. And they're going to think you're not here, Ken.
Oh, I am here. Let's see. If you are a Card Kit Club member, we did ship your card kit on Monday, so you should be receiving them real soon. I saw Gail, who is like about an hour away from the building. It took until today to get there, which is 3 days.
Oh,
I don't even know that's possible. I could have like driven to her house in an
40
hour.
times.
Yeah. So I don't know what happens to some of these shipments, but they are on the way. And then we have been packing the Fold It Club, and Stephanie has included an extra freebie, which was a surprise even to me.
Yes, that was bad. I'll tell the story.
So if you are a Fold It Club member, that will be shipping in about a week or so. So that will be exciting, and you get the freebie. If you want to join either one of those, if you want to do the Card Kit Club, you better do it pretty quick because
that one's
probably
selling
the kits
out
are getting low
every month.
Yeah, but Fold It Club, you have a little bit of time, but you want to get in and get that extra gift.
Yeah, so that freebie, you guys, I can't take full blame on this one. I'll be honest. I take blame on a lot of things, trust me, because it's mostly my fault. This one actually was not my fault. What's wrong?
Well, that's supposed to look pink, but
yeah, it is pink. It looks yellow.
Yeah.
Should I go darker? I'll go darker.
No, I just think the camera's too blown out again or something. I don't
know.
Let's
do this one. What color is this?
Oh,
that's light. Okay, let's do this one. So is that one better? That one looks better, huh? Fold It Club was supposed to be packed already from the factory with a freebie, and it wasn't. I wasn't attached already. And I didn't add it to the release schedule because it was going to be stapled already. Well, so Ken didn't know because I didn't have it on the release schedule because his team didn't have to do it. Come to find out, Faylene said, what are all these dies for? And I said, what do you mean? Those are supposed to be stapled. She goes, they're not. And I said, oh, crud. And Ken's like, well, how was I supposed to know it wasn't on the release schedule? And I said, because it was supposed to be stapled. And there you go. So guess what Ken and the team got to do? They got to open every single one.
No, the team being Maria.
Maria did it? Yeah. You didn't have to do it?
Well, I'm sure she's probably still working on it.
Still working on it. So Maria, bless her heart, well, she's getting paid, so it's not a big deal. Job security when Stephanie messes up. She is opening every single one to add your freebie. Good times. Good times. So, yeah, welcome to our lives. And look at that. That looks better, right? Oh, that looks way better, huh? So now we're going to add a cherry, and that was the color I was going to use for the cherry. So now we're going to go a little redder. Let's see if this one's red enough. Oh, this one's good. So let's add this cherry here. And it's going to kind of look like the same color, guys, but sorry, it's not. And we're going to add this right there. Now, when you have a little tiny stem like that, you're barely going to touch the paper. Barely touch. Like I'm just brushing it, right? Barely. There we go. Boom. It does look red, but whatever. That was coral shades. So now we have our cute little cupcake, right? But we're going to let that dry for a second. Look, so you want to see that it's bled through because that's really important. And now we are going to trim this down a little. I don't like to put the whole piece in my machine just because it's just too much trouble. And let's see. Jane says she's in her relaxing, listening to the crickets in her field and watching Stephanie's crafting corner. That equals a relaxing evening. Thank you, my love. I'm glad to hear that. So now, here we go. Here's my cute little cupcake. And we are going to bring this over here. You know I'm going to add glitter to that in a minute, so I'm going to use one of these. So let's go ahead and die cut it. Make sure that that's going to happen well before we move any more further. So let's grab the shadow die. We're going to lay this down, but we want to get some masking tape before we do that because we want to make sure it cuts great. So we're going to lay that down. Dun, 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 dun. I hope my head's not in the way. And we're going to lay that down and we're going to run that through. Just like that. Are you not going to 3 or are you going to?
To 4 now.
Oh, is it 4? Wait, am I messed up? Okay. So there we go. Dun, 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 dun. There's our cute little cupcake. There we go. There we go. So there it is. And we're going to move that was the rotating design board. I like to use that because, hello, it's way easier. So now I have a cute cupcake. Couple things. First thing I want to do is I need to add some sprinkles because, hello. And I do have stamps for the sprinkles, but you know what? Half the time, sometimes it's easier just to add them separate, but I will go ahead and use the sprinkles because I have them. So let's grab a smaller block if we have access to one. Still kind of organizing around this joint, but it is definitely getting better. And let's grab an ink pad. Let's grab, you know what, let's do blue. We could do blueberry. Blueberry will work. We're going to have a lot of dark colors in here. So let's get our little sprinkles. And I did them in different sizes, you guys, because sometimes you want to like put a whole bunch together at once and other times you don't. So let's do this. So we're going to just stamp. Remember, this is a brand new stamp. So we're going to just check. There we go. And these are just cute little tiny babies. So we're going to stamp there. And they're going to look kind of dark, but that's okay. And then we're going to move the image and we're going to stamp there. So you can just easily make them look different just by moving them around, right? Like changing the direction. And right there. Look at that. Boom. So now that was in blueberry. Put that back and put this back. Now at the end, you can also ask questions after our video because that's when I welcome questions because then I can see them easier. So here we have our cupcake. Let's grab our cupcake stand and see where we're at. So here we go. Here's our cute little cupcake. And I love this, but like, look how kind of like sad it is over here, right? It's kind of like plain. So let's see what we have here on our cutout sheets. Let's see if, ooh, look, smaller versions. So let's add some in the, actually, it would be kind of cute just to put 3, 1, 2, 3, huh? Let's do that. So we're going to grab these two. Let's grab these middle ones, 1, 2. Oh, although, hang on, Tiffany's thinking. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, let's get this. Maybe, oh, there it is. So in this month's set, well, not only gave, but one was an add-on. I wanted to have different versions of cupcakes because sometimes you want small ones, sometimes you want tall ones, sometimes you want ones with sprinkles. You know, you never know, right? So I wanted to make sure you had lots of options. So that's why there's so many to pick from. And let's get our cutting pad. Stephanie lost her cutting pad. There it is. And we're going to run that through. Dun, dun, dun. Running back just because it's easier on the machine, on myself. There's one. And let's run over here to this one. And we're going to die cut this exact same one. The exact same die right over here. There we go. And we're going to run this one through. There we go. 2. There we go. Pop that out. Here we go. 3. Now look at this, guys. We're like going, ooh, wow, this is quite a bit because, oh, let's see if this is going to work. This might not even work. 2. And then let's see. 3. Oh, yeah, this is going to work awesome. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle one and I'm going to pop it up with foam dots. So here, let's move these over. Let's add adhesive to the back of these. There's one. And we're going to go as far over as we can to the edge. But we don't want to cover that blue, right? So let's add this one. And we're going to go, and I'm covering as much of the green as possible because that really doesn't go with my color palette right this second on this card, but that's okay. There, and then look, this guy's going to go right on top, but we're going to pop him up. So he is the hero of the story. And I don't know if I have any foam. Oh, I do. So let's grab some scissors. Let's trim this. And let's do another one. Oh, there we go. So now let's add these to the back. Perfect. We're going to peel this up and lay that down. And I did do another one, but I guess we could just add it over here just for kicks. And let's add this one right here. And we're going to drop that down and we're going to drop that right there in the center. So it is the hero because it is popped up. So now you can really see the 3D effect because we want it to be the hero, but it was too boring with nothing else on the other sides, right? So by adding 3, it totally just changes what it was going to look like, right? So now we have the makings of our cupcake stand. Let's grab our card base. And the first thing Stephanie's going to say is, wow, that guava pink looks very wow, right? Not very exciting. And you can see I didn't get it perfectly on the white. Whenever that happens, like you can kind of see that it's, sometimes you can peel it up. Let's try. If it's now, you know it's going to be the exact same size because it's the exact same die, but I didn't get it perfect, and you know it's going to drive me nuts if I don't fix it. So we're going to bring that over and try again to get that just right. Still a little, there we go. That's a little better.
Christy,
Okay.
I wrote down your prayer request, so she has a triple bypass coming up on Monday. Oh my goodness gracious, so that's a big deal. We'll be praying for you.
Yes. So here we go. And the guava, like I said, just is not doing it for me. So what we're going to do is we are going to get some scratch paper behind us. Hang on. Okay, scratch paper behind us. And we are going to decorate this. And what we're going to do is we are going to get our little, we could do sprinkles or cupcakes. And now I'm kind of thinking I want to do both. Let's look at our other options. So look at what we're going to do. We are going to get a block. We are going to gather some fun stamps on here. So we're going to use this little one right there. We're going to make our own pattern paper. We're going to grab this one and put this one off to the side like that. Let's grab a couple sprinkles. So let's get a sprinkle there and a sprinkle over here. And ooh, dots sprinkles right there. Let's not do that dot yet. Let's get another cupcake on here. So let's grab the other mini cupcake on here. So I add, every once in a while now, I'm trying to add the minis. So you guys could also use these little stamps to put on the back with your personalized stamp. That was a request we had a couple times. So I'm trying to do that more often now. And so you have those little tiny ones to add to your personalized stamps. So let's see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and get guava ink. Now that might be a kick in the pants to try to find right this second. No. Oh, look at that. Boom, there it is. Let's double check on our scrap to make sure we like, oh, where'd our scrap go? Did I already throw it? Bummer. Let's grab some scrap.
You got to try to see if Katie could match those cupcakes.
I know, I should, huh?
Real cupcakes. We could start a cupcake club.
There you go. Now that's kind of dark. That's kind of dark for me. That's the one that matches. So let's go a shade lighter. Let's try cherry. I know that sounds good right now, huh? She made chocolate chip cookies the other day and I only got one. I don't know what happened. How did I only get one? Now that one's a lot lighter, but I'd really actually like to go a little lighter still. So let's try candy. Yeah, candy's a little lighter. Now, that is going to be very contaminated, so let's kind of clean this off a little. So let's try this side, and let's try candy. Oh, gosh, it's pulling the dark pretty well. I'm going to go back to guava. Oh, good times. Let's move this. So let's get that back. Let's clean this off. I think guava really does match it the best. Trying to go for a lighter version, but that wasn't going to work. So let's get this. And you'll also notice I have one, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little spot of something there. So it's going to be the first spot I cover with a stamp. So we're going to line this up. The best part about clear stamps is you can see where you're stamping, and I'm going to stamp this way. There we go. So I covered that icky spot. Now I'm going to stamp this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just turning my stamp each time that I stamp. So it's literally just making its own, let's do that one right there. Its own pattern paper, right? Look at that. And any spots that I feel are lacking, I can go back in with just one or two of the little stamps to fill in, right? So let's get this one. And I just kind of rotate each time to make sure that it's not looking like the same stamp over and over again. So I'm kind of cheating in a way, right? Because I'm doing 7 mini stamps at one time. So that way I'm not like stamping all day, right? So let's just line this up and just keep stamping. I have scrap underneath me, so I'm not accidentally, so I can go over the edge, because you definitely want to go over the edge. Let's add this one right here. Let's add this one right here. Almost done with this. I love the little adding sprinkles on there. Right
Stephanie,
there,
Olivia
yeah.
wants to know, will there be an A1 box pop up?
At this moment, I do not know.
That'd be pretty tiny, huh?
Well, I mean, it would still work. I just don't know.
Not on the
offhand.
plan.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It could be. I just don't. I only literally am working with half a brain at this moment from the lack of sleep, but it's all for good reason. All good reason. So I couldn't answer that. I don't know, my love. Sorry. And we're going to add a couple more here. And let's see. So I'm see one spot here, one or two. So I'm going to take all my cupcakes off and just use my sprinkles. I have like 3 sprinkles left on here. And I could even, you know, it'd be kind of fun. I might do this too. Hang on. Let me get this one done. And if the sprinkles overlap, it's okay, because sprinkles kind of always overlap, right? That's kind of standard for sprinkles. Because I was trying to make sure my cupcakes didn't overlap, but sprinkles are a little different. Oops, over here. And making your own pattern paper is really fun, you guys. I love when I'm designing paper patterns, because you just always keep going back and going, oh, here, oh, add here, oh, add here, add here. So it's kind of fun. There we go. Oh, one up here. It's like a never-ending thing, because you could continue to go forever. And I really could, so we're going to have to stop. Now, keep in mind also, my friends, that this is not going, half of this is not going to show, right? Because we're going to cover it with our, right here. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, wow, that just changed everything. And I hope you guys can see it. Can they see? Oh yeah, they can, their version. My TV doesn't show it, but their version does. So you can see it really just changed the whole, so it went from this to this. And that's a big difference. Look at that. Boring, fun. Boring, fun. Sherry says, definitely why I love clear stamps. I can see where I'm going to stamp. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We do have an A1 envelope die, right? I'm 99% sure. Double check. Double check. Search the website. I think we do. So now we have the beginning of our card. Now I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, all of this looks fine and dandy to me. One problem, and I don't know if you guys see the problem I see, but I didn't pull in this light pink. I really, really didn't pull in this light pink. There's a couple sprinkles up there that are light pink, but it doesn't really pull this in. I needed to die cut this in yellow or the green. So I don't want to go with the green. I'm going to go with the yellow, and I'm going to recut that one to make myself feel better, because it's really starting to wear on me. So I'm going to just peel that one off. If I can't peel it off safely, I would just go right over it. But I'm going to grab that die again, if I can find it. There it is. And there it is. And I'm going to run this through really quick. So I'm going to lay that down and run that through. So now I did use an adhesive scrap. I just grabbed my little yellow here, and now this is going to really change. So watch this. Before, there's, oh, they can't see it. Before, that is with the pink, the original pink. But then when I put the yellow on top, you can see that it's really pulling in this yellow now. It makes more sense because this pink doesn't match anything, right? So we pull that off and we add our yellow, and now it matches that cupcake right there. Totally changes the whole thing. So Ruth Debbie says, that's adorable. I love these tips. I learn every class. Thank you, my love. I'm happy to hear that. I'm also happy to hear you're out of the hospital. So now we're going to layer this down. I could easily add some fun words or something up here, but I honestly, and I don't want to sound egotistical here or anything, I really feel like this is enough on the front. I just think that it really, as of right this second, really shows exactly everything, right? However, one thing I'm looking at and I'm thinking, I wonder if I would want to do this. Let me see. If I did, let me just like fake this real quick. If I did a, no, I don't think so. I want to leave it like this. So for now, we're going to leave it like that. We're not going to adhere it yet because I want to decide. And for the inside, couple things. Number one, it's all white, kind of boring, right? Let's grab another scallop die and die cut that. And let's see what colors we have on the other side. So we want to pull in some of these colors. Let's pull in that, sorry guys, I've been hanging out with 4-year-olds for a week and a half. My favorite is sorry. Let's see. Let's grab, well, we can, here it is. Nope, we can't use that one. Here it is. There it is. So we're going to grab this. This is our scrap from before. And we are going to lay this down and run this through. There we go. So those of you that know much about me at all know that I am a very good sleeper. Love my sleep. And I am not a morning person. And the boys are morning people. They tend to get up between 5 and 6 in the morning. And Stephanie does not. So they are gone now and they're back home starting tonight. So the first thing Stephanie thinks is, oh yay, I get to sleep in tomorrow. Oh no, I got pulled into a video conference call at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. And here I thought I'd be sound asleep at 8:30, but oh well. It's all for a good cause, so it's worth it. So there we go. Now look at this, you guys. Ready? Ta-da! So there's my blue. There's my blue, right? So I'm tying in the blue here to the blue here. And we need to add some words. Now remember I did die cut some of those words here. Sending you sweet thoughts, which I'll be honest, you guys, I love those words because they can be for any time, right? They could be for, somebody getting well. They could be for somebody's birthday. You could use these words literally for almost every single occasion out there, in all honesty. So we're looking at this and I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to pull in white because there is white here that they're going to be seen. And I want to make sure that I'm tying that in. So let's grab some white. There we go. And we are going to die cut just the shadow die. So we're going to grab this, and here's my shadow die. So yeah, the conference call tomorrow is going to be very fun. I'm excited about it. Drop that down. Had to turn over our cutting pad because it was starting to warp, and we're going to run that through. Kind of a speed bump there, but there we go. So now we have the shadow die. Now, this die, again, is going to be very intricate. So we are going to make sure that we have adhesive on the back. And we're going to peel that off. Look how awesome it is where it does most of the weeding for you. So you don't have to do all that poking out. Because I have the adhesive on the back, that's all the trash, all that pink, which is a time saver, right? I didn't have to poke all that out. Now, I'm going to start with one of the letters. And I'm going to spend an extra second laying these down, right? So I'm just going to go dun, 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 dun. The shadow die tells you exactly where each one goes. Maybe do like the T and the S first, and then you can go back and clean up the rest at the bottom. There we go. Thoughts. And then we got our Y for you. There we go. And let's do our T over here. Focus on the outsides first, and then you can work your way in. And then do the S, do the G, and then you can bring those down because they're supposed to go down. They like to manipulate you a little bit, so don't let them. And boom, there you go. Now that U looks a little funky. Let's bring that up a little. There we go. And again, we're going to really burnish that down because it needs to be able to touch the white, right? And then we're going to add adhesive to this on the back. And we are almost done. There we go. Sending you sweet thoughts. So I want to leave some space to write. I don't know if this is common, but I always write the person's name up here. And then I write my message and then love Stephanie or hug Stephanie. And then on this side, we are going to just go ahead and lay this down. And I love that this is a basic card. This literally could be for anything, right? It could be get well. It's one of those that you're going to make a whole bunch of them and then have them on hand when you need to. So it's a perfect birthday card. It's the perfect get well card. It's the perfect, hey, thinking of you card. And look at that. Boom, it's done. Now, last but not least, we are going to add our personalized stamp to this. And let's find a stamp. I know I had one out. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe not. Let's clean up some stuff here. Digging. Stephanie is digging. And notice how Stephanie also cleans at the same time because then she knows she'll find something faster. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's find a different one. We'll give up and find a different one. Oh, that one's cute. So let's find this one. And let's get a stamp block. And I'll be able to look at your questions if you have any in just a second. Oh, I thought I had licorice out. There it is. We're going to grab this. So this card was easy peasy still. It has a lot going on, but it was still very, very easy to do, right? I made this card just for you. Do you know why? Because you are worth it. And there we go. That is our dun, 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 Cupcake Thinking of You. Where are we? Camera. There we go. Cupcake Thinking of You. With our stamped cupcakes on the back. Open it up. Sending you sweet thoughts. We can write our message, and on the back we have our personalized stamp. Oh! How could I forget this? Then, because remember I told you I added those extra stamps. Let's grab one of those. I got the one that matches the hero on the front, and we're going to ink that up again. And I'm doing this in guava, and I'm stamping it right there. Ta-da! Well, they can't see it. Ta-da! There's my cute little cupcake that matches this on the top. So, yeah, I'm trying to give you the little babies now as often as possible, so you can just add that. Usually they won't have a die because they are way too small, but they are perfect for adding to the back or making your own background cardstock and things like that. There we go. Now, you can answer or ask, you can ask questions if you would like. If you have any questions about anything, I will answer almost anything that's related to me, as long as it's not math related, because Stephanie does not do math. Dun, dun, dun. So let's see. Terry says, by the way, I used a ton of Stamps of Life word dies in my granddaughter's scrapbook. They were lovely sentiments and worked great. Yay! I love to hear that, Terry, because it is so true. There are so many things that, especially like all the fold-its would be perfect for scrapbooking, right? Absolutely perfect. And so I'm glad to hear that. Let's see. Teresa says, been using this sentiment a lot. It's also the perfect size too. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Joe, I would demo the freebie, but I don't have it here. So I'm hoping to do it next week. Sorry about that. Let's see. Any sneak peeks? Oh, not that I know of. You guys, I'll be honest. I'm just excited I'm here. An hour ago, wasn't sure it was going to happen. So let's see. Sonia says, I love the idea of background stamping saves a lot of time from layering. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Deborah wants to know, is there an expiration date on the golden ticket? I think the answer to that is no, correct? I don't know. Sorry, you'll have to ask Faylene. Ken and I don't know. Yes, we need to have a chat contest question. So, Shirley says, how did the boys react to their baby sister? Miller is thrilled. He says, I love her. I love her. He keeps saying, I love my baby sister. So he's great. Liam just really is a little too busy to care. He loves her. He likes to touch her nose, but he's just a little too busy to care. He is a very busy boy, but Miller is very excited about them. That we do that. We make the personalized stamps on our website. Yes, we do them. Can you go back to putting solid paper on the back of the die cuts in the paper pads? We usually try to do that. Let's see. Did that not happen always? Sometimes it doesn't happen, just the way it works out. But yes, we will work on, I will start trying to pay more attention to that. I don't know. Sometimes that just like literally slips through the cracks. But yes, that is a very good point. We will try to continue to do that. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, Faylene wants me to tell you no expiration dates on the golden tickets. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. So sweet. How do I clean my stamps? Great question. Excuse me as I reach over. When I clean them, because a lot of you know I don't tend to clean them very often, I do use the cheap baby wipes from one of the big box stores. I like the yellow because for some reason they smell better to me. I usually, and sometimes they don't, oh, these tear. Okay, good. Sometimes they don't tear, which is very concerning to me. Usually use only half. And I just use a cheap baby wipe. Make sure it is a very cheap baby wipe. Do not use the fancy expensive ones that have fuzz on them because you do not want fuzz. And I just give them a little tiny wipe and they are good to go. And that's all I ever do. I don't ever do anything else. I don't feel like you need to buy anything fancy. I think, well, gosh, how much are these cans? Last time I think I looked, it was like $1.68, but after COVID, they went up because they're antibacterial. So they did go up a little, but yeah, that's the way I clean all my stamps. Some colors do stain. For example, guava is one of them that does stain. However, a stained stamp means absolutely nothing. It just means it's a new color. It's no longer clear. Still works perfectly. You could still stamp it with yellow. It's all good, right? It's all good. It's all okay. Diane says, I love this card. Thank you. Thank you. Chris says, Antoinette, she doesn't. And that is 99% true. How do you spell Lila? Excuse me. Kirsten is spelling it Lila. Lila is how she's spelling it. So yes, we're very excited to have her. Shirley says, is there a difference in cardstock for each run? There is sometimes. So the good news is on the new colors that we're releasing and the when we're replenishing the new colors from like older, like ones that are retired that we're getting from the new factory, we are able to buy, I mean, we have to buy so much that there really won't be because it's literally like 3 or 4 years. Now, if you bought some cardstock 3 or 4 years ago and you're adding to it now, the same color, good chance it's going to be a little bit different because the dye lots are different. Like if you were to buy, if you were to go buy fabric or go buy wallpaper or go buy flooring, if it's a different dye lot, 90% chance it's going to be a little different in color. Anything you buy, anything that, I mean, cardstock, flooring, paint, anything. So yeah. Leslie says, can you recall what the first stamp set and die set was that started Stamps of Life? And would you do an anniversary release of them? Leslie, in the beginning, 14 and a half years ago when we opened, the first stamp set we ever came out with, because we didn't have wafer thin dies back then. Well, technically we did, but not really, did, but no, we didn't, was the Back to Basics set. And I still feel like that might be on the website. Is that right, Ken? Can you check that one? I don't know. We'll have to look. Ken will look. But it was called Back to Basics, all one word, back, the number 2, basics. Sonia says, congratulations on your granddaughter. Thank you very much. Very excited. We've been so focused on the boys, we haven't gotten to really spend much time with her yet, but we are very excited. And yes. Sherry says, Stephanie, a stained stamp is a well-loved stamp. Isn't that the truth? I love that. I love that. Dawn says, I just placed a big order for cardstock. My daughter and I are, oh, I missed the rest. But yes, that's awesome. Good. And that means you got free shipping if you placed a big order, right? Let's see. Can't believe that has been that long, Leslie said. I know. 14. No luck. Basic. Nope. It's gone. So maybe we will have to bring it back out. Yes, the new baby and mommy are home resting. Thank you. Very happy to hear that. Let's see. Beatrice, Ken, did you see that? Beatrice says, Ken, have a prayer request for my husband, Michael, having surgery on the 25th. Beatrice, okay. He's writing that down. Let's see. Are they random or for bring in the club? The freebies, if you're talking about freebies, they are random for club members. Yes, club members get freebies quite often. We like to throw them in and out. It's funny because the Fold It Club, you know, they're getting that freebie that no one knew about, but I knew about, but no one else knew about, and the factory messed up. It was not on the release schedule, and Ken's like, well, they're not supposed to get a freebie this month anyway, so let's just do it for another month. And I said, oh, no, it has to be this month. Sorry. So what month is this? May, what month are we in? April. So the May Fold It Club will have a freebie. Just saying. Let's see. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. Many hugs to the boys. Yes. So the boys are going to be in for a crazy, crazy night. Becky says, Take Two Tuesday and back to basics, right? Right. What are the golden tickets? Oh, good question. Yes. Golden tickets are randomly put into club member shipments every month. I don't know how many we do. We do quite a few for each club. And unfortunately, when people get them, they don't usually post like in the fan page or anything. So it's kind of a bummer. They do get used, which is good. But a lot of times people don't post that they got one. So when people do post, we're excited about that because then it reminds people that they do exist, right? Let's see. I got to do a question. Whoops. Darn. I have a question for you. If you're a club member, I want to know how long you have been in the club. That could be the Stamp Club, Die Hard Club, Kit Club, or Fold It Club. How long have you been in the club? Now, if you're not a club member, you can still enter into the chat. What I want you to do is say, not yet. That's all you have to do to enter because you still want a chance to win, right? So you are going to say, not yet if you're not in any of the clubs. And if you are, or you could say not right now if you unfortunately aren't able to be in one right now. And then if you are in a club, how long have you been in the club? Ruth Debbie says 1 year in all the clubs. Yay. Sally wants to know, so go ahead and answer that. Sally wants to know what's the organizer you use for scrap paper. This is the Lois Buddy Bag. You can't get it in pink anymore because we sold out, but you can get it in black. And I use the vinyl tray rolls, vinyl roll trays that I did reorder. So they are on order. I did place a large order with Crafter's Companion just yesterday again. And so I store them, so like red and pink are here, then purples are here, then usually it's yellows over here, oranges, greens, blues, and then neutrals. So instead of they used to be in a big bucket and I'd have to dig down. Now I can see them by color and I use them a lot more often, which is very good because that way my scraps are getting used. There was a long time for a while I was not using any of my scraps because they were in one bucket, and how was I going to find the one on the bottom that I needed, right? So now they're all organized by color. Then for the ones that have adhesive on the back, that is a little different. What I do is, that one's kind of small. So any pieces that are too small, this is a good one though. I have in my 6x6 pop-up by Tiffany, and I have it all organized by color. So this is my blue folder. So my blue scraps with adhesive on them go in my pop-up in my 6x6 envelopes. And then next time I can just grab it and go, right? So here we go. We're going to trim that one. And we're going to drop this into the yellow because it's yellow. Maybe I'll drop it into the yellow. Or maybe it's on my desk. Here it is. So, and of course, this one doesn't have it, but all the colors are supposed to have the name on both sides, the front and the back. That's a good tip from Tiffany. That way you don't ever have to turn things over to find them. Ooh, this is a big scrap of blue. Again, that's going to go in the blue. So how long have you been in the club? Please, Tricia says about a year and ran right up to diamond. Yay. Lexi said May 21. So that's 3 years. Awesome. 8 years, Meg says. Let's see. Raggedy Ann says about 6 years. Susan says 7 years. Denise says 5+ years. Frank and Sharon said the first year. Oh, Frank and Sharon. You guys are just my rock stars, aren't you? That's one of my favorite words lately is rock star. Ooh, Pat says she's been in since 2011 or earlier. Love it. Love it, love it. Leslie said gold since 2018. Yay. Denise says 5+ years. Susan, 7+ years. 4, 1.5, 11, Doris. Yay. Terry's been in since 2011. Yay. Stacy said, thanks for explaining about the golden tickets. I never knew about them. Yes, so always make sure you check those envelopes really well. You never know. And we do them all random. So like we literally, how we pack everything is packed and sealed. And then later we add all the labels on. So we have no idea who's getting them, which makes it even better because I don't ever want to know who's getting them because that takes away some of the fun. Ah! I didn't use this. Oh my goodness. While you guys are doing the chat, answer the question on how long you've been in the club. If you're not a club member, please still answer and just say not yet. That's totally allowed. I mean, what if you just found out about us? That's allowed. And so this is my, what's it called officially? Crystal Clear glitter pen by Spectrum Noir. And it's really fun because it is clear. You can't even see it, but you can see the glitter. So we're going to add glitter to our card. And I'm just going to start adding it over some of the sprinkles because hello, glitter makes everything better. And so I'm just going to go over just the sprinkles, not even the dots. So it'll really like start to pay, like it'll pop, they'll pop more, right? So I'm just, and that's just the easiest one to do is just go over the sprinkles. So how long have you been in the clubs? Again, if you're not in one, that's okay. You can still answer. Our clubs do start at $13.99 a month for a stamp set each month, and you get a 15% discount off of our entire website. Every single order, every single day, every single item. I love saying that, you guys. I really do. I love having no exceptions because it just makes my heart happy. There we go. So look at this. Now, I hope you can see it in real life on the camera. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Let me try to catch the light so you can see the glitter. I'm looking at your version. Can you see it, Kenny? I'm kind of sad. Look at the sprinkles in the back. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. It's just little faint colors of glitter. Let me see if I could add, let me add it to the cherry too. Maybe you'll be able to see it better on that. Oh, that's cute. Look how cute that is. Okay, let's see if they can see it. Can you see it on the cherry? Oh, maybe there you can see it. If I get the light just right. Right there. There. On that top cherry, I think you can see it. There we go. Let's see. MJ Bear says 3 years. Yay. April, 10 years in the Diamond Club. That is awesome. Okay, 7 years. Awesome. Okay, Ken's going to be picking a winner in a second. Let me put these back. We really do appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. You guys have no idea. Ken and I were like so sad that we missed last Thursday. It was like a big deal. We very, I mean, I think we've only, besides Thanksgiving, I think we only missed one other one in all the years we've been doing these on lives on Thursday. So it's kind of a big deal, but I feel like we had a good excuse. When your daughter's in the hospital with a brand new baby, you kind of have to do it. How many likes, Ken? Do you know how many winners we're gonna have?
2 winners.
2 winners. You guys, please make sure you like and give us a thumbs up and a heart. And you could even share this video. That helps us. We appreciate each and every one of you that go onto Facebook, onto our fan page. Oh, not our fan, I'm sorry, well, and our fan page, but our regular Stamps of Life page. And you usually have to type in the Stamps of Life at the top. But then if you go in and like and share and just like write comments on our posts, we appreciate that so much because it helps the algorithm. I hate that word just because I never thought I'd use that when I was in high school. And it helps the algorithm and it helps more people see our posts. So we have like over 30, I think it's 30,000 people that like us on Facebook. And on average, about 200 people see our posts. 30,200. It's really bad. So thank you very much to all of you that do that. Katie did send me a list, and I apologize I don't have it. Katie's been keeping track of our top peeps that post. So hopefully I have that next week, or Monday maybe, that I can share that. So I appreciate that so much. Sherry's getting her box soon. Yay! 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 Okay, Ken, are you gonna pick some winners for us, babe?
Yep. I've got our 2 winners. Our first winner's from YouTube. It's Dawn Free. She's been in the club for 5 years.
Yay.
And then our next winner is Mary Morrison. She's been in the club since 2012 and she's on YouTube.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you. You two are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com and she will get those $10 gift certificates to our website to you tomorrow. And it's like funny because Stephanie's like, what day is today? But I do know we are here on Thursday, so I do know it's Thursday. So, whew, okay. Any other questions really quick before we go? Let's see. Congratulate everybody's saying congratulations. I love when you guys are so awesome because you're saying like congratulations to people, and that's so awesome. I love that. I love that. Jenko says congratulations. Judy, congratulations. So I want you guys to try this on a 5x7. Isn't that cute? And now you got, those of you that have the smaller machines can now do 5x7 card bases, which is even better. And store day on Monday, Gail said?
That's right. We have a store day
Gail!
on Monday.
How do you know these things? And I don't know these things. I'm sure I did know, but life's been a little crazy. So yes, Gail wants me to remind you. Gail, are you going? Don't you have to work once in a while? Those of you that are local to the Southern California area, Ken is opening the Stamps of Life store at what time?
9 o'clock.
Till what time?
9 till 2.
9 to 2 on Monday. And he will have it open and you can meet him or talk to him and visit him. Next class date, no idea. Sorry. Pamela said, I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight. I will. Let me tell you, hearing two little children breathing and sleeping and like one of them talks in their sleep. I'm Nana, I wake up at any noise. And you know me, I'm a very light sleeper anyway. I have to wear earplugs and I have a very problem sleeping anyway. So yeah. Becky says she'll be in Southern California Saturday, leaving Sunday. Becky, change your plans. Let's see. Stacy says, God blessings to your new granddaughter. It may be a die that says, makes my heart happy. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like Ken's writing that down. Makes my heart happy. Had so much fun taking your class in Expo. So much. Yay, Dina. I'm glad. I don't have any sneak peeks. Sorry. I'm proud of myself for just being here, I'll be honest. Sharon says, get some sleep and enjoy Lila. Thank you. Yes. It has been a doozy, you guys. I feel so incredibly blessed. We do appreciate each and every one of you that were praying. There were a little concerns, but everything is good now. Everybody is home. Everybody is happy and safe and healthy, which is very exciting. We're very thankful for that. So, are we good? He's shaking his head.
I think so.
He thinks so. Okay, my friends. Thank you. Thank you so much for your love and your support and your prayers. I need to do a special shout out to my entire team at the Stamps of Life. The entire team. There's 3.5 employees. But each and every one of them stepped up and kind of took charge on things that I couldn't jump in and do because we were a little busy. So a special shout out to my team because they really jumped in and took charge, and I appreciate that. So thank you all so much. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I will see you Monday for a No Makeup Monday, and take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.